Motocross is an extreme motorcycle sport that is performed in closed circuits. The word motocross comes from a portmanteau word motorcycle and cross country. Motocross was first known as a British off-road event called shambles, which were themselves an evolution of trials event popular in Northern Britain. In Europe, there is a motorcycle association called FIM, which means Federación Internazionale de Motociclismo, which represents all of Europe. And in the USA, the association is called AMA Motocross, which means American Motorcycle Association. And in El Salvador, the association is called FESAMOTO, which means Federación Salvadoreña Motocross. Motocross entered my life in a very strange way because I started doing a totally different motorcycle sport called enduro, which is a cross-country motorcycle sport. For the reason that my father was afraid about the dangers that was motocross. So I went on practicing enduro for a year, but deep inside me I wanted to do motocross. So one day I tried to convince my father to let me race in a motocross court, and finally he accepted. So I went to my first motocross experience, and I totally liked it. Even my father got a good impression about motocross. So since then I have been practicing motocross, and now it takes a big part of my life. This sport is about tenacity and speed. If you combine both, you can be a great racer. One of these greatest motocross racers is James Stewart. He lives in USA and currently races with Yamaha in the AMA Motocross. I really admire him because he has been in the sport since he was a kid, and since very young he performed it in an outstanding way, winning almost every competition he raced in. Also, one of my favorite racers is Ricky Carmichael, or called the GOAT, which means greatest of all time, because he is the rider with the most AMA championships and has ride with all of the factories, Kawasaki, Honda, and Suzuki. To begin, you need a dirt bike. There are 5 brands: Kawasaki, Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, and Husqvarna, and they range from a price of $5,000 to $800, depending on the cylinder number. The higher the cylinder number, the higher the cost will be. There are many types of bikes with different cylinder numbers. The higher the cylinder number, the more powerful the bike will be. So the recommended bike for a 10-year-old will be a 65cc, whereas an 18-year-old will ride a 250cc. Motocross is an extremely dangerous sport, so due to this you have to be equipped with the very sophisticated gear. Starting, you have to maintain your bike tuned up, so you will need to have a toolbox where you can have all the needed tools to fix any part of your bike. However, the most important thing of your equipment is your helmet. Without it, you will be in big danger, as it protects your head. The second important thing in your kit is the boots, as they protect your foot and almost all your leg from a severe injury. And the third is your lead brace, which prevents you from breaking your neck and spine. The remaining things are your pants and jersey, gloves, which are all also important, as gloves protect your palm from burning if you fall. Also, there is your goggles and your rust deflector, which repels rocks and dirt from you. If you have all of these things, you will have a safe drive. However, there is still chances of getting injured, as the contact you may receive may be from another racer, so chances of getting hurt is 50-50. Learning how to drive is something you can do from one day to another. This requires experience and skill. Therefore, you need to have a calm start. You have to drive slowly and learning how to switch in gears, how to perform a curve, how to jump, and how to land. When you can domain all of the things mentioned, it is time to raise your speed and to develop more complicated skills like jumping higher and longer, keeping your elbows up so that you can have a complete control of your handlebar and your bike. Also, when turning, you must drop your bike angle so that you can ride over the levee of the curb. This will produce to have a faster turn. So when you can do all of this, which will be after 1 year of riding constantly each weekend. You will have enough experience to start competing in the Campeonato Nacional de Motocross, which is the main motocross tournament here in El Salvador. Also, to be a great rider, you must be in good physical conditions, as you have to have a good strength in your arms, shoulders, and chest to drive and control your bike. Also, your legs must have strength to maintain your bike in balance while riding and to support your landing when jumping. Every month there's a competition hosted by FESAMOTO, which is the organization in El Salvador of motocross, which are in the three motocross tracks of El Salvador, in Nejapa, in Los Planes de Renderos, and in the Costa del Sol. Many people assist to these competitions, so they will cheer for the first place. So I invite you to practice motocross because it's a lovely sport. Thank you. Goodbye.